Woo! Let me get my lamp on. Need a bit of light, don't we? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. And let there be light. Look at that. Guess who's back? Back again. Illusions back. Revealing deception. All right. Just, dude, less than an hour here. I already did like 3 years today going live, but I've just got back from the beach, had a few beers. Feeling good. Going to go out tonight, even though I was feeling terrible this morning. I overcame it with the power of the mind. So I'm just going to keep this brief. In my live, I said Tyson Fury would win, and I even said he'd win in the 6th round, and he did. And what a joke. What a joke. Okay, we know that he had this fight 111 days before his birthday. Queen Elizabeth born, 111th day of the year. The Gypsy King wins in his 30th. Look out for Tyson Fury to retire. For him to retire after his 33rd fight that he's just had. It might be tomorrow during the week, but I don't think Fury fights again. I called Khabib's retirement, and he did when he retired, and he said it was because his dad died. And I was with my friends Chris and Bruno when that happened. I said, watch him, he's going to retire right now. I said, what do you mean he's going to retire? I said, watch, he's going to retire. Like 10 minutes later, he started crying in the ring and retired. So I think Fury's done. I think that's it. The Gypsy King is done, and soon we're going to have King Charles taking over from Queen Elizabeth. So all these 111s, I just want to give a big shout out to CJ, who's in the Twitter community. You should follow his Twitter page. Let me find his Twitter page. I don't even know the name of it, but I just know his name's CJ. Maybe it is just CJ. CJ, that's CJ O'Connor 97. Follow this guy. He does really good work. Really good work. And he's starting to see all the 111s now. Are Man City going to drop points? I believe so. I think they dropped points against West Ham away. Me and Chuck are working on it. Chuck's already sent me a good decode. My initial feeling was they're going to drop points to West Ham. I think that's the game where people won't question it. Away at West Ham, who are doing well this season. At the Olympic Stadium, which is connected to the Olympics, which were in London, which is connected to Elizabeth. Yeah, it's on Twitter. So Callum O'Connor is in the chat. I presume that's CJ. Yeah, it is CJ. He's put in parentheses. So follow CJ. Can you put your Twitter name in the chat so people can follow you? Because you deserve a lot more followers than whatever you have, a few hundred. So I've been raving on about 111 for a year and a half, but I used to always connect it to the Pope. Because Jorge Mario Bergoglio gets you 111. That's the full name of the Pope. And I knew the 111 connections with the Queen. I knew them. I just didn't know how much of a major role. I was always looking at it from the Pope. And it's still a lot to do with him, because the Pope and Elizabeth are massively synced, more than you will ever imagine how much Queen Elizabeth synced with Pope Francis. But now I know the 111s that are everywhere, which I've been seeing for a year and a half. And I also thought it was connected just like 9/11, because 9/11 occurred with 111 days left in the year. So that 111 is monumentally big, isn't it? The word vaccination gets you 111 as well. So there's CJ's Twitter. Just check him out, support his work. So last night in the NBA, there was 3 games where 3 teams ended with 111 points. So can we just break down, I don't know the exact number, can we break down the probability of 3 teams getting 111 points on the same night in the playoffs? What are the odds of that? It could be anything, couldn't it? Teams can finish from anywhere between, I don't know, on average, about 80 points in the NBA to like 140. And 3 of them finished on 111. And then the day after, Tyson Fury has this match, 111 days before his birthday. The reason I've gone live is there's two reasons. Is I was out at the beach and there was obviously there's TVs everywhere and it winds me up. I was telling people that. I was in the mall, there was TVs. I went to the beach, there's TVs surrounding me by all the bars. Then I went for a nice beer with a beautiful view, TVs everywhere. And I overheard people saying someone said Tyson Fury is a god. And it's like somebody stabbed me in the heart. I was like, I need to go home and do a live here or a video, because saying Tyson Fury is a god, this fat, bald twat, Satanist, just look at his Knights Templar entrance. Check that out. Check that out. It's a disgrace. Pope's birthday, Queen is 126 days apart, including end date. Oh, mate, the 126s. You saw my recent code with Pope Francis and all the 126s. We know that's when Kobe died. Kobe's connected to the Queen. The Queen's probably going to die 4 weeks on one day after her birthday. Kobe died at 41. His name's 41. All the other stuff with 41s, which we don't need to go through. Like I said, this will be a short one. I'm going to, again, read out my Fury code, which people were asking for. A few people told me White were going to win. I was like, no, he's not. But I said in my live, you can go back and watch it. I said Fury would probably win in the 6th round, and he did. It kind of annoys me because I only said it in my live. So where is it? Oh, did you see the Ronaldo 33 ritual before I get into it? Ronaldo became the 33rd player in the Premier League to score 100 or more goals, the 33rd. And then there's a stat here that Bruno and Ronaldo have played with each other this season 33 times. And they've only combined for 3 goals together. So Fernandes has assisted Ronaldo against 3 teams, and that's it in 33 games. I've told you in 7 minutes today, in 7 minutes, Man United missed a penalty, Bruno, Portuguese. Ronaldo goal disallowed, Portuguese. Dalot, Portuguese, hits the post twice. And, well, he hit the post once in that 7-minute period. And what's going on with Madeleine McCann, the fictional character? Didn't she get lost in Portugal? Didn't she get lost in Portugal? I'm pretty sure that's supposedly where she got lost. So there's something going on with Portugal. And I will get to the bottom of it because I always do. Something going on with Portugal at the moment. And it's funny that Portugal got knocked out by Belgium in the Euros, and Belgium are called the Red Devils, just like Man United. Belgium are known as the Red Devils. They knocked out Ronaldo's Portugal, and Ronaldo now plays for the Red Devils, Man United. And it's funny how they made the Red Devils number 1 in the world. They had to make the Red Devils number 1 with all these satanic rituals going on. Belgium, who've yet to win anything, are the number 1 team, or they were during the Euros. Beatrice is saying Zach Hubbard's controlled opposition. I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. It's up to you, what you think. Why did you call Zach Hubbard a Freemason? When did I say that? I don't know when I said he was a Freemason. I said somebody did a video about it. Somebody sent me the link and told me to watch it. It's like a 12-minute video saying he was. I'm not going to go and hammer Zach Hubbard. I'm not going to praise him or hammer him or whatever. So let me go through the Fury code. And it's funny how Fury won in the 6th round and Liverpool have 6 games left in the league. All right, listen to this. Okay, I said, wait a second. Yeah, and somebody in my community also said the 6th round in the comments. Where is it? All right, I've got it. I like 33-year-old Tyson Fury to win in his 33rd fight, 773 days after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. 773 is the 137th prime, which is the 33rd prime. Masonry 33, Corona 33, and the fight was on 33-day numerology. Perfect date for him to have his 33rd fight. The fight was on the 113th day of the year. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on 11/3. Coronavirus pandemic in Gematria is 113. I saw that White stayed on 28 wins, got his third loss. 283 is the 61st prime. Elizabeth II, 61. The fight was 353 days before Dylan White's upcoming birthday, the 71st prime. Coronavirus declared a pandemic, the 71st day of the year. Fury is known as the Gypsy King, and King is connected to Crown, which is connected to Corona. He can win his 32nd fight 3 months and 20 days before his birthday. Society of Jesus logo has 32 rays. 3 months and 20 days is 111 days. Queen Elizabeth was born on the 111th day of the year. Done. He wasn't losing that fight. He was not going to lose that fight. And let me just check something here. Let me just quickly check something from the Super Bowl. So 2/13, 2022. Yeah, there you have it. Super Bowl 56, which was very much about the royal family, was 69 days ago. And this fight was on 69 date numerology pure. Jesuit order 69. We know 69 is basically duality. Probably why you had a white boxer against a black boxer. And 69 days, guys, you're going to laugh at this, is 9 weeks and 6 days. So Tyson Fury just won this fight 9 weeks and 6 days after Super Bowl 56, which I decoded was all connected to the Queen and the Pope. And you can go back and watch all my videos. And Tyson Fury's record is now 32-0-1, like 3-2-1. And Super Bowl 56 was on a day leaving 321 days left in the year. You can't see how it's all synced up. Fucking Super Bowl 56 was 9 weeks and 6 days before this fight. And the Queen just turned 96 on the 111th day of the year. And Tyson Fury wins this fight 111 days before his birthday. People want to go around saying, Tyson Fury, it was Twitter that rattled me as well. Twitter rattled me with the zombies. So let's have a little read at what people were saying on Twitter. I don't like, in some ways I like Twitter. In other ways, I think it's a joke. The way it annoys me in many ways. So where is it? Tyson Fury is the GOAT. Okay, sure he is. What were the other ones? There's no stopping Tyson. Tyson, you the man. I'm going to find some more. Tyson Fury, guys. They say he was named after Mike Tyson. Is that what they said? What are people saying? So yeah, the 6th round, like I said, it would be. And then look at them after. They hug each other, hold hands like most of the time, these boxers, just like wrestling. The uppercut was a bit of a joke from what I saw. And Tyson Fury, look at the state of his body. I think that for me, what it is with his body, they're showing you, in my opinion, I could be wrong. I could be wrong here because I don't know everything. Him being this fat guy and he's suffering from mental health problems and he's this, that, and the other, can still be the best boxer in the world because it's a demon. It isn't Tyson. It's not him. And I think they're telling you that. We can make any fat son of a gun the best boxer in the world if we want. They showed you with Messi, we can make a little 5'5" tiny guy the best footballer in the world. They did it with Maradona. All right, I'll read some of my comments. I'll do about another 30 minutes. I recently found out about a film called Tomorrow War, which came out in 2021 and foreshadowed a Brazil-France World Cup final. I've looked into that, mate. There was that same final, wasn't there? In 1998, was it? When Ronaldo was playing, or he wasn't playing, he choked on his own tongue. And France won 3-0. Zidane, the hero. And then he sacrificed the World Cup shortly after against Italy, where he headbutted Materazzi. That's what they do. That's what they do. I don't look at baseball, Cillian, I won't look at baseball till the football season's over. So in about 5 weeks, I'll be all over baseball. That'll be the sport that I look at. The NBA playoffs will almost be done. So yeah. You see the way Utah Jazz beat Dallas today, the last second? Do you not see how many games are decided in the last second? Dallas were up 99-94 with like 38 seconds left and they lose. they lose? How? How is that possible? I'm not an expert with basketball in regards to playing it or anything, but I know when you're up by that amount, with that amount of time left, it should be game over. But it's not, is it? It's not. They take you right to the last second. Tyson Fury sounds like a made-up name. I know Fury sounds like anger. Tyson's connected to Mike Tyson. Will Ten Hag succeed at Man United? You asked me that whilst I have 10 likes. I don't know. It's too early to say. He can't do much worse than the other guys. There's only Mourinho that's won anything. And he wins everywhere he goes. Because it's rigged. The Ukrainian colours plus the colours of the LA Rams. I know you like Villarreal. But Liverpool have that, don't they, in a jersey? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if anyone's wearing yellow in the Champions League final. Yeah, sports have become ridiculous with the last second wins. I just don't know if this has always been going on and we've not been aware of it, because usually what happens, or at least with me, I focused on my team. It was just Man United. I didn't care about other sports. So I didn't know what was going on around the world in the NBA and the NHL and baseball. I didn't know any of that. I didn't really focus Championship and League One and all of that and see what was going on there. Now I just see it all going on. But the amount of last second wins, like Miami lost to the Hawks last second, pretty much. Dallas lose to Utah pretty much last second. It's got to be to take your energy and to take your money. If I bet on Dallas today, and I didn't do a code for this game or anything, I'm not bitter, I didn't code the game. Especially when they said Luka was questionable. Like, they knew he was playing. But it messes with your head. Even though you know it's all rigged, it still messes with your head when the star's out. Or he comes back, it does. Like, I don't think you'll ever truly get over that. It does get in your head. And then Luka magic, and then boom, somehow Utah won the game. 199, 199. Pope Francis born 1217, the 199th prime. Brady, 199th pick. Retired 199 days before the Pope's birthday. 199, 46 prime. Retires 46 days after the Pope's birthday. Yeah, somebody's talking about the NFL playoffs. Where was it? 6 out of 7 were decided by 3 points. By basically the equivalent of a field goal. It's all the threes. Like the NBA All-Star game was decided by 3 points. All those NFL playoff games. What was the other thing that was decided by 3 points? There was another one. Something big. Premier League might even be decided by 3 points. Does God use gematria? I think God created it. I think God communicates through numbers. I don't know if he uses gematria. I think his beautiful creation does involve numbers that have been infiltrated. Liverpool for the Champions League, in my humble opinion. And look here, I'm going to tell you this. CJ told me to say this. There's a fighter called Mike Jackson who won today at massive odds. And it was UFC 52. I've been talking about 52s all the time. So that's when Elizabeth became the queen. I think she dies 520, like 52 weeks in the year, 52 cards in the deck, Queen of Hearts, probably something with a heart that takes her out. So this person is called The Truth Jackson, is Twitter, The Truth. And he won by disqualification. Something to do with poke in the eye or something, was it? But it's a joke, and it says here, listen to this. The Truth Jackson has the most fascinating first 3 fights in UFC history. A loss, a no contest, overturned win against CM Punk. Yes, guys, CM Punk. The guy who does this. And now a disqualification victory, all in a 6-year span. A 6-year span after Fury. Just won in the 6th round. Mike Jackson, guys, is this just taking the piss out of Michael Jackson? And then you have Michael Jackson becoming the Burnley coach, and now Burnley playing like Real Madrid. I still don't get how people believe one guy can come into a club and change the fortunes around, like Tuchel did, and many other coaches. They just come in out of nowhere, not even really trained the players. They just come in and like, boom, they become great. They start winning. Oh, but it's just, they want to impress the new coach. Piss off. No, stop with that. If you're playing elite level, I don't even think you think about the coach. You're elite. You want to win. You want to compete. Should always be wanting to impress your teammates, your coach, your fans. Not, oh, well, new coach, got to try and impress him, aren't I? Well, you should be giving you all, every training session, every game, especially for the money they supposedly get, which I think is a lie. Yeah, poking the eye, guys. I always talk about how they cover one eye, the third eye, and then it has to be a ritual with somebody getting poked in the eye. You train for so long, these UFC fighters and boxers, to make the naive mistake, well, it wasn't a mistake, to poke somebody in the eye. And you've done all that training, and people are still caring about it. It's a joke. What chance do you give Liverpool to quadruple? Well, I decoded it when they were 40-1. And now they're like 6-1. And like I said, Fury just won in the 6th round when Liverpool have 6 games left. There was 94,000 people at Wembley from what I read. And if Liverpool win all the next 6 games, they're going to finish with 94 points. Prince Philip died on 9/4, the 9th of April. Coronavirus pandemic's 94 in Gematria. So yeah, I said I think Liverpool win out. They're going to beat Everton tomorrow. I think Salah's going to score. There's a reason why they call him the Egyptian King. Salah will score, the number 11. All the 11s I've been finding. I think Salah scores tomorrow against Everton. So maybe Liverpool win, Salah to score. You won't get much value on just Liverpool, but I'd be shocked if they lose. So yeah, there's a real strong possibility Liverpool win every trophy. It's not a gimme. It's not bet your house on it. There's a strong possibility. Think about it. They don't need to win that many more games. To win the Champions League, ideally, they win 3 games. They don't even have to win 3 games. They can lose one and still win the Champions League. FA Cup's 1 game. They already have the League Cup. And then 6 games in the league. It just needs Man City to drop points 1 game. I don't think Liverpool drop any points. I think Man City will. And like I said, as soon as Liverpool lose a game, I'll come on the live and I'll say, I apologise, guys. They're not doing it now. I'll say it. The reason why I like Liverpool is Klopp staying on 62 losses with Liverpool. Sometimes it's that simple. And Queen Elizabeth was coronated 6-2. Queen gets you 62. And 62, if you think about the year, not June the 2nd, but the year 62. This has just hit me now. 62 is 6 years before 68. And my word, what a year that was. That's when Italy won the Euros. It's when 9/11 became the emergency dialing code for the US. It's where the World Trade Center construction began. It's when the term coronavirus was coined in 1968. So I've just clicked that. 1962 was 6 years before 68, and all these 6s. And we know they love that number 6, and we know Satan does. He likes 3 of them, doesn't he, Satan? He likes 3 6s. Learning Gematria now made me think of all the rituals that happened before, e.g. one of the survivors of the Chapecoense plane crash shared the birthday with Kobe. Wow. It does. I was speaking... Guys, I'm going to charge this because I won't be here long today. I'm going to try and go out and interact with people. Let me charge my phone because it's almost 7 o'clock now. The People's Champion. I think I'm gonna read a few more of these Twitter comments. It might get my blood pumping a little bit, not in a negative way. Let me see what else they're saying. Because they give away clues on their Twitter so much. So, pre-order my new book, Gloves Off, Tyson Fury. You really think someone like Tyson Fury can write a fucking book? Oh my God. So again, the Gypsy King, the Crown, guys. It's funny is he's got 20.7k tweets. 27. That's the 201st day of the year, 27. When man supposedly went to the moon. He's got 2.1 million followers, guys. Prince Philip died the 21st year, the 21st century, married to Elizabeth, 73 years, the 21st prime. They're not in control of their Twitter. None of them are. All right, Tyson Fury is saying this. Oh, this was in 2021. Never judge someone by that exterior look. I looked on top of the world, but inside I was dying. Again, I told you, he's pushing the mental health agenda like a lot of these celebrities. And I know why they do that. I've said it. Look at the state of him. So he's talking about Drew McIntyre. Don't rule me out. The fact that Tyson Fury performed with the WWE is saying that he might be at SummerSlam. Why can people not see that it's all synced? I'm looking at a photo of him now in his red shoes. He looks like fucking Ronald McDonald. It looks like a prick. And there's 94,000 people watching this guy. Look, I'm looking at it now. Every time I look at it, there's a love. Are people liking this? It just went up 300 likes in about a second. All these retweets. And he's deceiving people. I just can't. Oh my God, Stephanie McMahon is doing this. Talking about Tyson Fury doing this. She's doing this while she's talking. A man, Stephanie McMahon, just look at him. You just see it. Triple H, probably a female. It's insane what they can do. It's sickening, man. This is what I was saying to people in the Twitter. I said, I wish pro sports were real. When I believed in them, it was a beautiful thing. Like, I wish they were real. I wish it was hard work, dedication. The best players in the world make it and they compete. And it means something. And Tyson Fury's victory meant something. And he did come back from mental health problems. And he did shock the world. I wish it was legit. I do. I really do. But it isn't. It isn't. It isn't. I don't think City drop points against Villa. I think they'll both win the last game of the season. It'll be a bit of an anticlimax, but they might make it dramatic. Maybe. But I don't think it'll be Liverpool need City to drop points the last game of the season. I don't think they'll do that. Don't know exactly how they're going to do it, but I do like Liverpool finishing on 94 points. Because the last time they won the league, they finished on 99 points when they walked away with it, the 2019-2020 season. They finished on 99 points. And check this out. Prince Philip died at 99 on the 99th day of the year. And this year, I think they finished on 94 points. And he died on 94. So if that does happen, I can just completely show you how it's all completely rigged. I feel like I've shown everybody with Leicester City decode that I did for them winning the league that it's completely rigged. Or Fergie's last ever game. Finished 5-5. I've done multiple things to show you how rigged it all is. But if Liverpool win this and they get 94 points, I'll really be able to hammer it home to people. Fury pushed him. I didn't watch it. I saw the face at the shitty uppercut. Why are people paying? I wonder how much money people pay to be in that stadium, especially near the front. But what they do, they get celebrities there and make it feel like it's a must watch, that if you go there, you're cool. It's what they do. It's very sneaky what they do. Tyson Fury lives in Morecambe. I don't know. I don't know if he lives in Morecambe, maybe. It's a bit of a shithole Morecambe, isn't it? Tyson Fury is an unstoppable monster. Yeah, he does get called a monster a lot. Maybe he is one. Maybe he's actually a fucking monster. But I'm just... David Beckham giving a speech. David Beckham, female, giving a speech to Tyson Fury, wishing him good luck. It's the same crap. They're all on the same team. Beckham's getting uglier, by the way. It's weird. I couldn't say a bad word about how he used to look. Looks like his eyes are getting smaller as well. Looks like he's fucking blind. Oh, and did you see the bonus? Tyson Fury got a 4.1 million bonus, 41. And if Elizabeth dies 520, she dies 4 weeks and 1 day after her birthday. He got a 4.1 million bonus, and there's people that can't put food on the table for their beautiful families. And he gets 4.1 million bonus, and people praise him, think it's incredible for going around the ring and doing this most of the fight, doing all that shit that he does, like most of them, and a few hits. 4.1 million bonus. People want to justify that. All these scumbags at the top, the elites who want to push equality, and then they allow things like that to happen. A lot of people who don't even have a job, but you can get 4.1 million bonus, guys, a bonus to win a boxing match. Oh, it's fair. He's worked so hard to earn that. Really? He's 33. I don't think he'll fight again. Law thinks he can decode the next Australian Prime Minister. You can start doing that when you get really good. You can. You just look at the birth dates. You look at all sorts of shit. You can decode things. It's not just sports. Yeah, Beckham's looking a bit creepy. Like, he was so handsome, and people's always getting a bit older, but he don't look like the same guy. And Beckham always pushes the vaccination as well, if you notice, and UNICEF and all of that nonsense. He's always the spokesperson because these elitists know that Beckham influences people. Tyson Fury, these athletes, celebrities truly influence people. For what? Why should we listen to them? You can watch them if it's all organic. You can watch them. You can appreciate the talent. You can be inspired by them. But as soon as they open their mouths, it's game over. Because they all promote the same shit. It's the same at the Oscars. They don't even thank producers or anything anymore. I've told you, though, I'm here. I want to give this moment to talk about climate change. I want to give this moment to talk about Black Lives Matter. And then the whole audience claps because they're told to clap because it's all being rehearsed. And then people at home are clapping because they see celebrities clapping. And then on their Instagram, it's hashtag whatever it is. And then people hashtag it. It's hard for me, this. I'm finding it really hard to be around people. This is so weird for me. I used to love meeting people. It's becoming hard. It is. But I don't know. An easy method to win the lottery. I don't know. I told you that guy who supposedly won the lottery 7 times in 2 years. I said in my live as well that the Raptors would beat the 76ers and make it 3-1. We were going on about 31 in the live all the time. What was the 31s? Bayern won 3-1, Arsenal won 3-1, Monaco won 3-1. You see PSG won the league 10th in a row. Bayern Munich 10th in a row, all those 10s. That's what somebody told me. Double 10s on the same day. The Illuminati founded in Bavaria, where Bayern Munich play, and the Society of Jesus founded in Paris. And on the same day, they win the league to get the 10th consecutive. Is that what it was? Or 10th league? I don't know. Let's see what it says. Your boy Lewandowski after 34 minutes. Messi scored after 68, the number I've just talked about. So Messi scores after 68, which was obviously 33 years before 9/11, 2001. I told you the 4 players that the 4 strikers for PSG, when you combine the numbers, it gets you 56, and Paris, France gets you 56, and Society of Jesus gets you 56, where they were founded. Pope 56. Yeah, so they've won the league by the look of it. 16 points ahead with, yeah, they've won the league. It's done. So they've won the league. But what is it about the 10? Somebody told me. 1-1 as well, that 11. That 11. It's like, yeah, I've seen it. I've got it. Wait a second. Let's read this. PSG win record-breaking 10th consecutive league title. There's your 10. I might have to share this before I go out. And look at all these Masons, man. Mbappe, Ramos, Messi, Neymar. All these top stars playing for Paris, because that's where the Society of Jesus were founded. Paris were a nothing club. And then they get Ronaldinho and players like that. Is their coach still the Argentinian, Pochettino? And obviously Pope Francis is from Argentina. Messi from Argentina. Icardi from Argentina. Huh. This is what I mean, guys. It's not organic. It really fucking isn't. Posting this 10. Let me check if Bayern Munich got the 10th in a row as well. Because it just backs up everything I've been saying about 10. This is hilarious, guys. I was doing well on Patreon. I was hitting almost every code. I get 2 codes wrong. 2 wrong. That's it. I said the Fury one was right. I get the United thing to be a draw, plus 280. Get it wrong. Spurs to win. It was a draw. And 2 people leave me. These people, they don't deserve this knowledge. Like, well and truly don't deserve it. But whatever. They'll come calling back. Bayern Munich. So they win 3-1. Emre Can scores after 52 minutes. We just said UFC 52. Bayern Munich wins 10th consecutive Bundesliga. So there you have it. They win the 10th. The same day PSG win the 10th. Can you just tell me, in reality, once again, how that's possible on the same day? These 2 teams break records to get their 10th straight league title. Can somebody fucking break that down for me? And act like it's... Just, I don't know. So Bayern Munich win 3-1 to win the league. 31 is the 11th prime, and PSG win the league after a 1-0 draw, like 11. So you have your 31 and 11 there for them both to get the 10th straight championship. Real Betis means royal, yep. Rio Ferdinand, 6-point plan. Oh my God. We're talking about the 6 lottery numbers. What about Super 6? Have you ever played Super 6 in England, where you can predict 6 games, the outcomes or the scores? Super 6, they call it. Super 6. I used to play it when I was younger. Zach and Illusion main 2. What does that mean? Bayern 10th in a row, PSG 10th league title. Valencia lost 10th Spanish Cup final, all today. What about how PSV beat Ajax last week in the Cup final to get their 10th League Cup win 10 years after they last won it? And they did it against Ten Hag's Ajax, which I'm guessing was his last game, maybe. But people just want to dismiss it. It's saying, well, okay, what's it saying about PSG? It's saying record-breaking 10th consecutive league title. That's what it tells me here in multiple articles. I could be wrong, but I don't know why they're all saying that. Which one is it? 35th club title. Big Catholic number. Maybe it wasn't 10 in a row then. Maybe it was just the 10th title. Maybe it was the 10th title, but Just tens. And it had to be Messi. Number 30 on the 113th day of the year, and 113 is the 30th prime. Messi gets this goal. He'll be remembered as the guy that got the goal that won them the league. Don, you're here again, mate. People are probably thinking this illusion guy done shook. Thank you so much. Keep it up. That's what she said. Ooh, nice little office joke there. I've got 20 minutes. I promised myself I wouldn't go longer than an hour, and I won. Thank you, Adam Lastman, for supporting me. Okay, if Lille won it last year, then it means PSG just won their 10th league title. Maybe not in a row. Bayern did 10 in a row. But just get the point with all the 10s that I've been raving on about. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And they're throwing these 10s all over the headlines. And they're doing it again today. My local lottery last winning number was 34, and the date was on 34. And again, 34, wow, Ronaldo, 34. Scores after 34 minutes, like Lewandowski. I read an article as well, like joking around, saying Lewandowski was a machine. What's the ritual with all the Bayern players? What? No. Is this correct? Let me just check something with Bayern Munich. Guys, no, fuck this. Thank you again, Durrell. It means a lot, mate. I appreciate you. Bayern Munich's head coach is 34 years old. Is that why he was hired? Guys, 34 is the murder number. It's the murder number. It's why Ronaldo scored 34 minutes in this game a few days after his so-called son died. It's 34. It says here. Julian Nagelsmann, 34, is showered in beer after winning his first league title. They throw beer over them. I don't know what that ritual is. Thomas Muller won his 11th title, who is very fucking overrated, but you won't see it because he's won so much. I always found it weird watching him play. Muller continued, this is not boring, this is outstanding. The more you win, the greedier you get. Photo, this is how luxurious Greta Thunberg lives. Let's read some of these. Maria Sharapova announces pregnancy on 35th birthday. So on a birthday, she announces a pregnancy. 35 on the day that PSG get the 35th title. Johnny Depp testifies in Amber Heard lawsuit, I didn't deserve that. So this whole trial's on TV because it is nothing but a show. And I've told you because somebody pointed it out, this is not my find, but I'll take it. Johnny Depp's mum died 5/20/2016. If Elizabeth dies 5/20/2022, there's your another 6. Elizabeth will die exactly 6 years after Johnny Depp's mum, who's all over the papers right now. His energy. Cristiano Ronaldo sells Manchester house. This is a big one. Who cares if a guy sells his fucking house? Who cares? Tyson Fury retains WBC heavyweight title. Where do the rich live? These homes are all over the map. What, the rich who are pushing climate change and then have houses on the beach? Those people, are you referring to them? He went missing 3 years ago. I could do a show like calling out these headlines. Texas carries out first execution of 2022. What? Execution in Texas? What else have we got here? Novak Djokovic calls Wimbledon ban on Russian and Belarusian players. Djokovic has said that if you're Russian or Belarusian, you shouldn't be able to play at Wimbledon, did he? Michelle Obama's brother says his kids were disenrolled. And if you look at Michelle Obama, I think her brother is Michelle Obama. I think she's playing both roles. Check out Michelle Obama's brother. It's basically Michelle Obama with no hair. What's this? What's this shit? Serena Williams and Lewis Hamilton join consortium to buy Chelsea. What is this? What is that? Ukrainian woman interrogated military. Sylvester Stallone sells Los Angeles mansion, once asking 110 million. How many floors were in the World Trade Center? 110? Come on, guys, look at this crap. Police play Disney tunes to prevent video of them on patrol being posted online. Ex-top investor in Russia explain what's really driving Putin. Fictional character. 4-year-old dies. 4-year-old dies after grandmother forces her to drink whiskey. Is this a fucking joke? A 4-year-old dies after grandmother forces her to drink whiskey. She forced a 4-year-old to drink whiskey who dies. The Obamas have closed on this amazing deal, a mansion. What? All right, that's enough. That is the news. It's bullshit. It's a joke. It's lies. People eat so much shit. They eat so much shit. Sorry, I wasn't reading the comments there. I got lost in all that bullshit. Lewis Hamilton's an Arsenal fan and he's going to invest in Chelsea. Again, he's not investing in anything. It's the Jesuits that own all the clubs, all the franchises, all the players, and Lewis Hamilton. Someone like Lewis Hamilton sells the soul, and it's not him driving that car. It isn't him. It's something else doing it. It isn't him. I'm telling you. Johnny Depp has a famous ancestor who's named Elizabeth and his English roots too. Wow, thank you for that. I really look into Johnny Depp when I have a bit of time. Why do the Jesuits and Freemasons hate God so much? Because I think they're possessed by the devil. I think they're possessed. I think the devil does possess people. And then they do as the devil wishes. I don't think this is just man. I was saying to a lot of people, it's not man, it's demons. There's demons, there's angels, there's Satan, there's God, there's a spiritual war, and it's always been a spiritual war. It always has been. We're just not being aware of it, and most people aren't. Most people are completely oblivious that we're in a spiritual war. They're focused on World War III. They're not realizing that this is a spiritual war now. That's going to be won with the power of the mind, not by guns or bombs. Tyson Fury is so big with defense and punching power, I don't see how anyone could beat him. He's like a giant with skulls. Again, is it Tyson Fury? Is it him actually fighting in there? Or is he possessed? Is he possessed? Watch Space Jam. I said that in my last live or the live before. Just watch Space Jam. How these Looney Tune characters got possessed to become great basketball players. They tell you. I'm Muslim and we've been taught that we're at war from birth with the devil and his followers. I respect your work, bro. JD, thank you. Yeah, I think from birth you're in a spiritual war. You're just unaware. You're distracted. Like, this is what I was kind of going off at somebody, because I sometimes do. The people who still think everything in this world is about money, in my opinion, are completely oblivious to what this is really about. They print money. They own the monetary system. They have unlimited funds. It is not about money. Bill Gates' whole thing with vaccination is not to get him richer. He's a puppet, all right? He don't own the money you think he owns. He don't have the power you think he has. It's the people above him controlling him. This is a spiritual war. From birth, you are distracted from God, from finding yourself. Soon as you arrive in school, it happens. Then your job, it happens. Then in your marriage, it happens, usually. You get so drawn in on you and your little family or your job, you don't realize why you're here. This matrix, this satanic setup that we are living in, is by design, and it's not God's design. It's Satan's. It's that simple. So is this life more challenging for me in many ways? Socially, yes. Having fun, yes. But spiritually, I am just getting stronger every day. I have days where I'm like, God, this is exhausting. This is too much. Calm down, Adam. People always tell me to calm down, take a break. And I do find time to do that. Again, the people on Twitter, so I went to the beach, I went for a beer, spoke to a few people. I did find some time for myself today. I might go out later. And when I was at a bar 2 days ago, this girl came and whispered in my ear saying, my girlfriend likes you down at the bottom of the bar. I didn't have any energy to go over. I was like, if she likes me, why the fuck doesn't she just come up to me? Is this like year 7? If this girl likes me, why does a friend have to come and whisper in my ear? Come and tell me yourself. At least have the balls to do that. Oh, something really nice happened in a bar today. It was like one of them where we were both nice to each other. I went for a drink and I left my change on the bar. It's quite a bit of change. I left it there because I wanted to go get a seat with an ocean view. And then it hit me. I was like, shit, I've left my change, but I wasn't 100% sure. I was like a bit out of it. I was like, no, okay, I've left it, whatever. She gets a big tip. And it was a big tip. And then I walked past and she said, hey, sir. I was like, yeah. She went, your change. I was like, that is so honest of you. So I bought her a drink. Not because I was attracted to her. She was all right looking. I was like, buy yourself a drink. So the tip I gave her was basically more than my actual drink. But she could have kept the whole change and not said anything as I was walking off. So I was like, okay, little things like that give you faith in humanity, you know what I mean? Gives you faith in humanity. Demons are unseen to us, they're always around us, yep. But so are angels. We can't just focus on demons. It's the reason why that Tom Hanks movie is called Angels and Demons. If there's demons, there's angels. If there's Satan, there's God. Black, white, happy, sad, all that duality, up, down, left, right. We're surrounded by duality, and that includes demons and angels. You got to just be aware of that. Like, I'm hearing the birds chirping now, and I'm like, it's beautiful. Like, I hear birds chirping, I love it. I hear dogs aggressively barking, it gets in my head. It makes me think of angels and demons. The birds chirping soothes my soul. The dogs roaring, it rattles me. It messes with my frequencies. There's so much good and bad out there, guys. But the distraction is, it's always been going on with bread and circus, with the Colosseum. It's always been going on, as far as I'm aware. But again, I don't know. I hadn't lived during those times. It's going on now. You've got the distraction from sports, from Hollywood, from the news, from your job, pandemics, George Floyd dying, Kobe dying, all this stuff, just distracting you from what's really important. Finding who you really are. That is why you're here. To find out who you truly are. Not as a person or a vessel, a spirit. Who is you? Who are you? All right? You should rewatch The Matrix again. It's funny how Neo, his name's Neo, which is an anagram of 1. That's not by accident. We are all connected. It is this big, like, electric circuit or something. And I bet we could function beautifully together if everybody knew that. Football stadium is a coliseum, just like with the times, it has to adapt. Yeah, JD, perfect. You look at most stadiums, the big ones, from bird's eye view, it's an all-seeing eye. It's an all-seeing eye. This is hilarious. The guy who left me, G, I don't even know who he is, never communicated with him on Patreon. G is the 7th letter of the alphabet, which is funny. That's why you had the G7 with all the world leaders, G7. G, the 7th letter of the alphabet. Fucking no. But like, if I go out tonight, there's a few of my friends downtown, I'll have a good laugh. Because when you just stay in, it's like before you know it, you're like, oh my God, it's Monday now. And is your third eye open? I believe so. I believe so. It's so funny, when I was younger, I got thrown down the steps on my bike and I cracked my head open where the third eye is. I've got a scar, like here. Right in the middle where my third eye should be, there's a scar. I'm like, oh my God, did that activate it? When my brother pushed me down the stairs on a bike. My brother's also thrown a golf club at my shin. He's thrown a ping pong or table tennis bat, went for my head, left a hole in the wall because I ducked. He's thrown a pool cue at me. I don't get it. No, I do. He didn't like to lose. 24th win on the 24th. What about the other day where, what's his name? I forgot his name, from Miami. There was 2 players who got 24 points. It might have been Trae Young. And what's the Miami player? Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero and Trae Young both got 24 points. In that game where the Hawks won with 111 points. The underworld is said to be inner earth. I can believe that. I can believe that. I love being under the water. I feel so peaceful under the water in the ocean. You're away from all the bullshit when you're under that water. You don't want to be there too long. You don't want to drown, but right now there's tornado storms in Oklahoma. Look after yourself. I've lived through a hurricane. I was without electricity for 2 weeks in 2014. It isn't good. Salah 5, just run the numbers. Salah has a great riddle to have a big, big game tomorrow. Salah. I was speaking to a guy who likes him to score a hat-trick. But that's a big ask. Yeah, Liverpool ain't losing tomorrow. I can't see it. I'll be monumentally shocked. Flabbergasted. When you visit in the UK, my goal is September. Just unfortunately, my soul and spirit and everything within me is telling me I won't get there. I feel something's coming. If the Queen's still alive, I have a feeling I'll be good to go. I feel like something major's happening after her death. Something enormous that I can't even comprehend in my own head. So my goal's September. I've said right now, I'm keeping my head down. I put some money aside and save for it. If I can go. But the last couple of times I booked my flights to go, they got cancelled. And I don't know what they're going to do about this, which I don't have. Everyone's saying that's going to stop, Adam. Don't worry about it. But that's what they all said to me last year, these people. It's not going to, in a year, you'll be fine. Stop. I said, I might not be able to travel next year to X, Y, and Z. Stop it, Adam, with this now. You'll be fine. And look, most countries still have restrictions. Fake alien invasion is, of course, coming. I don't think, honestly, that God created aliens. I don't believe that he created aliens. I do believe that maybe there was a civilization before us. I don't know if they got taken out or went somewhere else. I don't know. Just you look at some of the buildings that have been made, the pyramids. It's just utter perfection. Hurricanes. The hurricanes are the evil spirits or just weather manipulation, which they've proven they can do with HARP. It's Hurricane Ordeal, if you want to look into it. It was awful. You know, if Everton goes down, Liverpool win in the league, yeah. I just think Liverpool win the league. I don't know much about Everton. I'm not going to sit here and say Everton are going down because I don't know. I haven't looked into them. Have they ever been relegated, Everton? Are they one of the clubs that have never been out of the Premier League? I don't think they've ever been out of the Premier League, have they? I don't know. Premier League began in 1992. Tutankhamun, or what? Tutankhamun. I can't even pronounce it. All right, I've just done an hour. I think I should go. But yeah, the circuit board Earth. I've been looking into that, which connects to all the pro sports. Yeah. Anyway, Raptors beat Philly. I like them to do it. They're now 3-1 down. If Philly win the next game, they win the series 4-1. Kobe Bryant equals 41, died age 41, born in Philadelphia, highest scoring game against Toronto. Makes so much sense. Probably should have done a code at the beginning of this series to tell people that I thought it was going to be 4-1. Might not be, but I think it will. I don't know if the next game's in Philly or Toronto. I don't know. But Philly will win 4-1 in my opinion. And there's 41 people in my life. Philly are winning 4-1. And if they do, you better really keep your eye on Philly. I've said Warriors against Philly. NBA Finals. It makes too much sense. So keep an eye on Philly. Kind of went under the radar. Or they are going under the radar. I think they're 11-1 right now as well. 1-1-1. Which is funny. Well, it's Everton and Arsenal, the only ones who've not been relegated. Okay. So that'll be a first. Imagine they do get relegated when Liverpool win 2 trophies, 3, 4. I think 4. It's asking a lot, I guess. Not too much, but still a lot to win 4. Illusion Marvel is making a show called Secret Wars, where almost everyone is revealed to be replaced by alien shapeshifters. Mockery. They're getting it in our head. I feel like the aliens are going to appear at the White House. That's what they're going to do. It'll be like Biden in a mask, in an alien mask. Who you got winning the NBA? I got the Warriors, mate. 3 months ago, I said the Warriors. Steph Curry is a big part of my code. I was born the 73rd day of the year. That's why I had him to be the MVP. In the All-Star game, he was plus 800. And he was the MVP in that game. He got 50 points. What a joke. 50 points, man. In the All-Star game, where you're supposedly against the very best players in the league, the very best defenders in the league, and he still got 50 points. Kobe drafted 50th draft. LeBron went 5-0 as a captain. Satanic gets you 50. It sucks, but that's the reality. Salah can't get 3 as he's got 117 for the club and he's getting 2 for another 119. I thought he's already on 119, Salah, for Liverpool. I thought he's on 119 and he can get to 122, which is a big satanic Kobe Pope number. Are you sure he's on 117? Either way, I think he scores. And Liverpool win. Nets coming back. I don't look like it, does it? Are they playing now? They are playing now. I know they're playing now. But I don't know who's winning. Yeah, they're probably done. Looks like they're done. They're down 7. But again, guys, I just looked and there's 10 minutes and 13 left of the final quarter, 1-1-3. Just as I look, as somebody brings it up, another 1-1-3 on the 113th day of the year. All right, you know me, guys. I'm too committed to this. I keep talking. I don't know when to stop. And if I keep doing this, I'm going to keep going. And then I won't have any energy to go out. Do you want me to strip for you guys? Do you want me to do magic illusion, baby? All right, 2 more minutes then. Fuck it. Let's read these comments and I'll go. Google says that Everton get relegated in 1950, 1951, 71 years ago. Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that. Anything Chelsea can do to beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final? There's obviously riddles. All right, it's not that much of a gimme. If I knew Liverpool were winning the FA Cup final, and I literally knew, I would say, guys, put everything you own on Liverpool. If I knew, I'd come out of retirement of gambling if I knew. So yes, Chelsea have a chance. Yes, Chelsea will have some good numbers. I just don't see it. I don't see Liverpool not winning that. I just don't. But as I keep saying, I'm just the guy who codes. I'm not writing these scripts. I'm no magician. I'm not within the corruption of it all. So yes, Chelsea have a chance, mate. I just don't see it. Salah played for Chelsea as well, didn't he? Well, it didn't really work out for him. You sometimes forget Salah was at Chelsea and Kevin De Bruyne was at Chelsea. You forget that, don't you? It's funny how Chelsea have had these Belgian stars. KDB, Hazard, Lukaku. They've had a lot of Belgium's top stars, haven't they? And why have all these Red Devil Belgian players played in England? Hazard, Lukaku, KDB, Vermaelen, Alderweireld, the keeper who was at Chelsea. There's some more. There's a guy who played at Tottenham. Forgot his name. So a lot of these Belgians, Courtois, yeah, that's the name. But there was another guy who played at Tottenham, and he wasn't even that good. Was it Chadley? Couldn't even get in at Spurs, but he would start for Belgium. It's like, what are the chances? Tillemans as well. Why are they all in England? The Red Devils. It's got to be connected to the Queen. It has to be. It don't make sense why they all come to England. And Belgium's right next to Holland, which has a royal family. We've had some of the greatest Dutch players playing England. Bergkamp, Overmars, Edwin van der Sar. These Dutch stars. Mario Melchior, not exactly a major name. I played football with him. Hollywood, funny. What other Dutch players? Van Persie. You just start questioning everything. You just start seeing it all. Van Persie got the golden boot the year after he left Arsenal, and he wins the league with Man United and the trophy parades at Arsenal Stadium. How perfect, eh? For RVP. It's 3-worded abbreviations. Van Dijk. Yeah, good call. Van Dijk. It's Dutch. You got the guy who had a nightmare with Man United. Was it Van der Beek? Dutch. Supposed to be the next thing, best thing since sliced bread. He went to United. He couldn't get in. There'll be more that I can't think of off the top of my head. Jaap Stam, the big Dutchman. Get past him if you fucking can. I remember singing that when I used to go to Old Trafford occasionally. My favourite song, I think I'll always like Mr. Brightside by The Killers. It's just a song that I have a lot of good memories with. I don't know. I like a lot of indie music. I like The Killers. I like Muse. I like Placebo. I had a stage of liking Mumford & Sons after I watched them live. I don't mind Florence and the Machine, and that is so blatantly a bloke, that lead singer. When you really look, it's like, oh my goodness, how did I not see that? Florence and the Machine's lead singer. What other songs do I like blaring? I can't think of any more off the top of my head. I really did like Kings of Leon. I was a huge fan of Kings of Leon. Still am. I can't just stop liking the music. Yeah, so I like going to festivals like Leeds Festival and stuff like that. I'm an indie guy. I had a stage of loving 80s music. I liked rap for about 6 months, like when 50 Cent came out, in the Club album, and Eminem. Like, I had a stage of that, like we all do. I can't listen to that crap now. Pushing just violence and just using women and racial inequality, no justice for black men, just pushing the whole thing, getting us all ready and pumped up for the George Floyd thing. Tupac's saying we never had a black president, and then they get one. If he is indeed actually black, who knows? They had the whole thing fucking around with where he was actually born, with Obama, who people say is the Antichrist. The lit is at Juve. Yeah, he is. Oh, Memphis Depay. He was at United, and he didn't do anything. Now he's like Holland's best player or top 3. The obsessor over Depay, who's now at Barcelona, he is Dutch. And I feel like I'm missing a big one. There's a Dutch superstar that I'm missing. Yeah, Depay is who I'm just referred to. Yeah, Tupac is alive. I told you Obama said Tupac's the greatest rapper alive. Not to ever live, he said alive. Oh, who's the other Dutch player? Thank you. Ruud van Nistelrooy. I appreciate that. Ruud van Nistelrooy. Yeah. And he got so many goals from Beckham whipping him the ball. Ruud van Nistelrooy. Then he went to Real Madrid. Like Beckham went to Real Madrid. Michael Owen went to Real Madrid. Steve McManaman went to Real Madrid. Thomas Gravesen went to Real Madrid. Like, what was that? Remember that bald guy for Everton? He went to Real Madrid. Diarra went to Real Madrid, who played at Portsmouth. Why? What? Jonathan Woodgate went to Real Madrid. What? What kind of technicality did they use to invert these blokes? I don't know, but I have been watching more and more videos of transgenders going through the process. You can watch them on YouTube. It'll literally have someone like me come in, and maybe not with a beard, because these people do want to be female or whatever. They come in and say, I want to be a woman. And then it goes through the whole procedure of what they do. And it's like, oh my God, how do you do that? You're paying all this money for that. And I guess if it makes them happy, or at least it looks like it does, I don't think they're ever completely happy, because they know it's not truly who they are. I don't know. That's for them to decide. But I don't know how it's being done. I think from birth, it's very easy to get it done. But I'm not an expert on the medical procedures, so I'm not going to go on. Edgar Davids. Didn't Edgar Davids end up playing for Barnet or something in the lower leagues? Like, what was that ritual? What was that ritual with him? Did he coach at Barnet? It's like Ryan Reynolds owning Wrexham. What is this? What's the deep reason behind it? There's some ritual behind it. He didn't just come in and just, I'm going to invest in Wrexham. There's something deep to it. The transgender stuff, guys, is a very difficult, delicate, controversial topic. But I don't believe any truth seeker who denies it or doesn't talk about it, because it's blatant when you see it. It's super blatant, and I'll do a video about it to make it blatant. That'll be my video next week. How did I miss Robin? People say I look like Robin and play like Robin. I do play a lot like Robin, the way I play. Very similar to Robin. Yeah, great call. And he was a player, though, wasn't he, Robin? He was an actual player, the stuff he could do. He was decent. And didn't they call Van Persie and Robin Batman and Robin? I'm sure there's some riddle there. I'm sure they called them Batman and Robin. It's obviously Robin Van Persie. And supposedly, pretty sure Robin's name was Batman for whatever reason. I think. No. Van Persie's name was Batman. Oh, I don't know, but they were definitely called Batman and Robin. I've heard it. The hormones. Lady Hawk knows a lot more about this stuff. But there's hormones, there's genetically modified shit that they're getting fed. They're getting fed things that we've never heard of. They've told us about steroids. We know about testosterone and estrogen and all of that. There's stuff that we are completely unaware of that can literally transform a person. We have the Transformers. And why Megan Fox said she was transgender. She starred in the Transformers. There's stuff we're not aware of. Because I used to think like that. I was like, wait, if Ronaldo was born a genetic female, how can you be the greatest or one of the greatest to ever play the game? But then you just start thinking, okay, genetically modified, demonically possessed, doesn't really matter what your gender is if you're possessed. And then I think about all these movies like She's the Man, where there was a girl pretending to be a man and she dominated. There's one with Keira Knightley, I think. There's one with Amanda Bynes, where they're pretending to be the opposite sex and they're the best player. I really think it's soft disclosure. In one of the movies, Keira Knightley looks like Jack Grealish. She looks like Jack Grealish. Same Barnet and everything. Messi actually did take hormones. They said he went to a lab when he was younger for hormones, growth hormones. They have told us Messi, when he was younger, was sent to a lab. They've actually disclosed that. And they've admitted he had growth hormones. What else did he have that they didn't tell you? Growth hormones, and he's still, 5'5"? What would he be without them? Probably 5'2" for 52, baby. What would Messi be without his growth hormones if he's 5'5" or 5? What is it? 5'6", 7? Messi is a bloke. He looked like the other bloke, Mona Lisa, when Messi was younger. You think Messi's a bloke? I'm not sure. I don't think they would ever let the goat not be inverted. Listen to this while reading a book called Muhammad, Prophet of Peace and Clash of Empires. Wisdom is infinite. Beautiful, Michael. Reading's incredible. Especially books like that. Bend It Like Beckham. Oh, yeah, Bend It Like Beckham, and the main character looks like Beckham. Just look at Beckham's hips. What we should all do, you should spend a day and study anatomy, the human body, the difference between the male and female skull, the hips, the Q angle, all of that stuff. Just really study it by yourself and then start looking at images of celebrities in their swimsuits. You will see it. You will start to see it. Joaquin Phoenix sacrificed his brother River. Maybe. I don't know if they actually go down these sacrifices, but it makes sense. Van Persie looks like Batman, yeah. Square face. He did have a square face, didn't he? Van Persie looked like a Lego man. What about white chicks, where they've literally got two fully grown black men playing the role of blonde-haired white girls? For soft disclosure, that they can even have black men play the role of white blonde girls. I know they made the movie ridiculous, but they still tell you the truth, but in a ridiculous manner, like The Simpsons and Family Guy and American Dad. They still tell you the truth. 36 in the live, 25 likes, 2 5s the 36th day of the year. Anatomy is beautiful, really makes you more appreciative of the creator. Anatomy is beautiful. And again, they infiltrate this beautiful creation by basically saying, like, I don't think you can make it to the top of Hollywood or anywhere without being inverted. You can't. It is not talent. That is a lie if you think it's talent. It isn't. But this is what they do. There's so many tricks they do. A few more minutes. I keep saying this. What time is it? There's so many tricks they do. So they make you believe that hard work, dedication, talent, and sacrifice gets you to the top of anything. As long as you work hard, you give your all, you have talent, this, that, and the other. It's a lie. It's an illusion. That's an illusion. Do you know what they've done with women? They have tricked women, and I don't care if people call me out for this. They've tricked women to put their career before their family. I ain't saying that's every woman, but in general, they've tricked women that their career is more important than raising a family. But what they've done is, if I say that now, it's, oh, you're disrespecting women. Don't women have rights too? That's what people say with me saying that. It's very smart what they do. It's really smart what they do. Oh, you're calling out all these pro athletes because you didn't make it as a pro. You're clearly jealous of them. No. I'm so grateful that I am not one of them. Emasculating males. Okay? Women becoming more like men, men becoming more like women. You don't even need a surgery to see what's going on with the whole social makeup of society right now. Girls love, not all of them, I'm generalizing, and if you got the top 100 sexiest man or women, girls love pretty boys who look very girly. And I've said, us guys, we've been lusting after men without being aware of it, because the average guy sees a pair of tits, nice purdy mouth, perk mouth, whatever you call it, nice pout, a nice like seductive look, and that's usually what that's what we see. The average guy will see that, and that's enough. In underwear, oh, she's sexy. And then Hollywood promote these women, and then these women are dating the pretty boys of Hollywood, and it's inverted. The whole Russell Brand Katy Perry is a good example of it, where it's inverts who dated Beck, Posh and Becks, Prince William and whoever he married, I forgot her name. You can tell they're opposites. Beyonce, Jay-Z are opposites. Jay-Z looks like Tracy Chapman. Tracy Chapman, who's sung, "You drive a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away?" Bloke. That Tracy Chapman, blatant. So, yeah, all these celebs dating each other. Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, opposites. And then Justin is dating Jessica Biel now, is he? Opposites. It's just, they say opposites attract. What's your thoughts on astrology? It would make sense why it's attacked and ridiculed in society like gematria. Very interesting, astrology. It's very interesting that every day is connected to a planet or the sun or the moon. It's very interesting that there's so many ritual sacrifices during total eclipses and stuff. I find astrology interesting. I think Rambo does the best work. A guy called Rambo. Celtics up 13 with 3 minutes remaining. There you go. Pope Francis became the Pope. 13-3. The whole Twitter group was in. It so annoys me. The Twitter group, no, we said Celtics. We said the Nets were a trap. Most people are going to get on the Nets. No, there's no way they'll go down 3-0. I didn't post it, but whatever. People at this point have to go with the gut now as well and code themselves. Not just rely on other people to do it for them, in my opinion. What about Rick and Morty? Not watched it, but anything on your TV has an agenda. Yeah, they all push the LGBTQ agenda. There's a thing on WWE, all the wrestlers came out. I'm here for all bisexuals, gays, trans. I'm here. I support you, because you are one of them. You're one of them. And all of them within that industry, I think, are pretty much the opposite. I don't know how it's done. I don't know what they do. There might be a certain criteria. You might have an option. All right, to get to this, you're either going to have to do this, you're going to have to either make your kid look like this, like Dwayne Wade, whose kid's trans now, like Will Smith's kids. They'll give them like an ultimatum. It's this, or this. Which one? Are you going to become trans, or is it your kid, or is it your wife? Who's going to do it? Most of these egotistical sickos will have a family member do it. Shakira is a bloke, yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I used to really love Shakira. She had the song The Hips Don't Lie, which is soft disclosure. They don't lie. Like I said, look at Beckham's hips. Look at Johnny Depp's hips. The hips don't lie. They don't. And she's dating PK. All right, that's enough. Done almost 6 hours. Thank you. I think I need another shower now. So it always makes you feel fresh, doesn't it, before a night out? And even if I don't go on a night out, I'll go for a nice dinner. I do love myself a lasagna. All right, guys, take care. Thank you. If you have any friends who like into boxing and they're worshipping Fury, just tell them the illusion said Fury would win. Give them this code. Tell them it's the 6th round. Tell them it's all connected to Queen. And let's see if Tyson Fury retires. Let's see if he retires before his next match. I believe he will. We'll find out, won't we? All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Much love. 34 in the live. I've been talking about 34 all day, so I may as well leave it there. Cheers. Have a good night or day, wherever you are in the world, and look after yourself.